Wanna play? Careful what you ask for.
Hello and welcome to another Starcraft 2 cast. This is game 2 of a best of 3 series between myself, TrojanVirus, the teal Zerg in the bottom right, and chetewas in the top left, the red Zerg. So I won game 1, so if chetewas wins, it'll be a 3-game series, and if I win, it'll be a 2-game quick series. And I say to him, let's make it a 3-game series. And before he chose this map, he said, let's choose a macro map. So he's calling this a macro map, as you do have this very easily defendable expansion with all the normal things. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 7, 8. That's all 8 mineral fields, just like you have in your main. And there are only there are 3 spawn points, right? Yes, there are 3 spawn points. I lied. For a second I thought there were only 2. So he's scouting up here to the top right first, and he's probably not going to find much there. As I just start scouting, and I'm probably going to... I don't know where I'm going to go first. Drones, just normal drones, and let me bring up the supply. He's ahead of me by 2 supply already. He has a 2 supply lead, but I did go spawning pool. That's why I went spawning pool already, and he doesn't even have a spawning pool yet. He's just going to expand down here. Sorry, it's hard for me to find things on this map. I don't play this map very often. Actually, I think this is the only game I've ever played there, and I still haven't played any more games here since. So now he starts his spawning pool, and we are at even supply, but he already has an expansion while I do not have an expansion. I do have a... Oh, I thought I saw a queen there just then, but I don't. So I am probably going to start metabolic boost, maybe not. Let's see here. Hatchery coming up, almost done. Overlord cruising around. Spawning pool just coming up. Extractor, first extractor just coming up. So he's not gonna have the metabolic boost upgrade right away. I have my first 4 lings coming over, ready to do some harassment, while he can probably start spawning for at least 2 right now, but he has not started any yet. There is his expansion just spawning. The wonderful creep coming out of it. So his drone's gonna see me here, go cross paths, and I was looking at the screen, and I could just micro to kill that little drone there. And I will hold the Zelnaga tower. But then I'm gonna continue off, and he is training 2 Zerglings, but not an incredible amount yet. Is he training Zerglings here? Yes, there are the first 2 Zerglings coming out as I start beating upon his natural. I still have not expanded, but I am pretty well saturated here at my main. I am taking up to a lair, while he still does not have a lair. I'm just trying to kite his Zerglings around, trying to get a few kills, or just bug him with that attack there. I'm probably just going to try and find whatever information I can. I am building 10 more Zerglings, but I still don't even have Zergling speed research, so they will not be speedlings. But his will not be speedlings either, because he also has not researched it. So this is a speedling free game so far. My lair is almost done, and he is... No, yes, he is getting a Roach Warren. Where is that? Right there. He's getting an Overlord as well, and his second gas. I'm curious about the second gas. He doesn't even have this saturated yet, so that second gas is... you could easily one base roach without running out of gas on one gas, unless you do have this second hatchery. So I guess he might want to use that second hatchery, but he probably doesn't have enough income yet to support that. But he is getting up an evolution chamber, which just finished, and he's not upgrading anything just yet. But I do have a spire coming up, as well as 2 spine crawlers for some defense. Nothing other than that. I'm just trying to make sure he's not doing anything crazy with my few Zerglings that I'm sending across the map. He did put up 2 spine crawlers just then. So I have a few waiting at the bottom of the ramp for some spotting probably, and these 4 more are going to kind of support them in case one little Zergling pops out. He does notice that, but he's going to take out my Zerglings very quickly, unless, no, I do save one. He does have an Overlord here by this Zelmaga tower, but it's not going to be used at the moment for anything special, because he's not researching ventral sacs or even pneumatized Caraspace. He does begin to put up a spore crawler. I don't know if he saw any. I don't even think I have any mutas out now. I am just starting to spawn 7 mulisks while I expand, because I realize I am behind economically behind him. So I have a spore crawler up, and he's working off of 2 bases, and he is getting roaches, but his only air defense is that 1 spore crawler right there. So will he make the the mistake that he did last game again? I don't know. I have a group of 7 mulisks here coming across the map. I probably feel pretty good about this. He doesn't have any air at his main, and his army really isn't that big either, but he does have a spire, so he's going to start building 3 mulisks. Where is that spire? Is that... no? Oh. How is he building... oh, that's me. Huh. I'm confused. Oh, here he's making an attack. See, normally I'm red, not blue. So I do try and take out all of his ground here with this attack at the natural. He does have it fully saturated, but my number of units is doing fine. I'm attacking all of these drones. He hasn't even pulled them off the line yet, so he's just waiting for me. He doesn't even have his spire at half production. It just got there. He is getting he is trying to get some Gilial reconstruction, as well as some defense for his ground units. Once that spire is still not done, so I'm probably going to be able to take out this hatch, but he is making a counterattack with these many Zerglings, except I do have 2 queens here in defense, plus some Zerglings. He has researched Zergling speed, although I have not, but I do have 2 spine crawlers here. I have this Mulisk getting on the action, so that will be taken care of, while I do have these Mulisks taking out everything here. He is pulling in some drones. That was a bad idea. Probably trying to bait me to these many spore crawlers that I should have probably came to take out earlier. With if I probably would have done that, that probably would have been game right there. I'm just sitting in all this spore crawler fire. They are very powerful, and I lose all of my Mulisks. Terrible micro for me there. I only have 1 Mulisk left. Let's look at the units tab. I have 4 Mulisks, 2 queens, and 13 Zerglings, while he still has the drone advantage. I have no drones working at this natural, but he only has 5 Zerglings and 6 roaches, and I do have 7 Mulisks. So I probably could take out his army. I could probably come in, storm in here again, and just completely destroy this army with my Mulisks that are going to come in. However, he is starting to produce some Mulisks now, and I am just laying some siege to some overlords, but that is not going to supply block him. He has plenty of supply left, and I am only a few supply above him. And here comes his first Mulisk. He does not have the gas right now to support this. He only has 1 gas. And I do make another attack on an overlord. I should probably be storming the base right now. I'd probably be able to take out this expansion again. I would still have an even bigger economic lead, and I do finally do that. I do take out that Melisk, but he does have one more in production, but I do have 3 more. He has to cancel that natural for the second time, but I let these 2 mutas get pulled in, and but I don't get within the Spore Crawler. Now I do. The Spore Crawler is going to turn around and probably take out that Melisk, and it doesn't. He still has quite a bit of health. Take out this hatchery again. I'm going to take out another Overlord. Still not going to supply block him. He's creating quite a few. But I have 10 Zerglings now coming, because I realize if I need to take out these Spore Crawlers to give my heir a chance, I'm going to need to do it with some Zerglings, because they are very good at rushing in. But right now he has a very well protected main with these Spore Crawlers taking out air defense, and he is sending 4 Mulisks over now. He has this one Overlord just sitting at this third expansion, even though this one would probably be the more logical one to take. Maybe not, though. This is very, very hard to get to from the main, though. A very long way to walk. And I do have all these Zerglings and all these Mulisks now sitting here outside of his main. And I do have a supply lead, so right now it's not looking great. He is building a macro hatch right now, while I am starting to get some gas. Still 1 base though, still sitting on 1 base, so I only have 1 base worth of. Oh, here come 4 Mulisks. My Mulisks aren't in position to deal with this, so I try a counterattack, but that counterattack isn't going to work. There are so many Spore Crawlers, so now I have to make the tricky decision, and I'm just going to send out my Zerglings. I'm going to pull my drones, and this is just terrible. I should have came back right away with my Mulisks, and now I realize that, but I'm already a little bit behind. He's destroying so many drones. He's destroying Overlords as well, even though that's probably not going to be a problem, but he is supply blocked. But my macro is just not very good, and I have so many minerals. So here are my Mulisks. There are his. We just pass each other by. My Mulisks have no upgrades. His have none either. My Zerglings have no upgrades. Wow. I am making some kind of attack here. I am using my Zerglings to try to take out this expansion for the 3rd time in a row. But I won't be able to do it because there are all these Zerglings and Roaches waiting for me. So all these mutas are finally going to be taken out, but not after they manage to destroy almost all of my economy. And that puts him at a much higher supply. So there's the micro and basically bad scouting and bad micro on my part there. I am back a little bit ahead of supply, but he's sending more Zerglings. I catch it, but I decide I'm probably going to go for a counterattack. He does have 4 Mulisks there already waiting for me, but I'm probably going to be able to take out this hatch for the 3rd time. And there it starts going away, but these Zerglings are in, taking out more and more drones. There's popping drone after drone. I have no defense back here. I have no Zerglings. Let's look at my units. I do have 21 Zerglings, but they're sitting over here. I probably forgot they're there. I probably forgot they exist at this point. Queen comes out, it gets popped. Over at his base, I have nothing to do. I do have these Zerglings here, and this pack of 4 more mutas. I probably realized that my base is forfeit at this point. He's trying to take down my Spire. My Spire Crawler can't get to it, so my Spire is going to be gone. I do have some more mutas coming out, but that's not going to do much. Let's look at the units tab here. We have chetewas killing 73 units so far. I am also killing 29 workers. I've only killed 17, and I am killing a few more units, but he's killing so many more than I am. Actually, it's just about even now that I am making a small attack. I'm just trying to kill some Overlords, trying to supply block him. And really, if you're looking at the units killed, you would probably say that this game is in my favor, or at least that it's close. But look at the supply. Just look at how much he is ahead right now. And it's just probably a lost cause. He has all these mutas just flying around still. He still has a Zergling beating away at my spawning pool, even though I have 3 mutas right here. So I'm probably thinking about microing other things, sending some Zerglings, even though I have no economy at all. I have these mutas, and I'm probably thinking, well, I only have one shot. And he said my army control is so bad this game, but really hasn't been. He's definitely doing quite a bit. I said I'm confused. And I have all these mutas still low. There's all these roaches out, and this queen is just going to be taken out so quickly. There it goes. All these zerglings better get out of the way, because they are going to get killed very quickly. They just disperse. And I killed quite a few more units. Like I said, if you're looking at this now, it looks like I am even ahead a little bit. But that's definitely not true. He is ahead in workers killed. And look at that supply, 34 to 76. So it's just a matter of time. I'm sitting here with these mutas, and unless I can really micro well, then there's no way I'm coming back. He does have a bunch of mutas back at the main. He's probably going to kill off these mutalisks first. And he does have no upgrades. I still have one. Oh, I do have 1-0 upgrades for my mutalisks, while his are still unupgraded. He's sending out all these zerglings again. They're not going to do much. They're just zerglings against mutalisks. Impossible for these zerglings to win. He's sending in all these zerglings to my main, though. But I do have an expansion up here, because I realize that this is probably just going to be a base trade. If I can say anything about it, it'll definitely be a base trade, and hopefully he won't scout me up here. But I don't know if these mutalisks are going to be able to take down all of these spore crawlers. I am trying to get a little bit more. I am getting a spawning pool. And he's killed off my expansion, though, so he's probably he's killed off all my bases here, so he's probably wondering where I am, because I'm not getting revealed yet. So he is scouting, and he's scouting the correct direction. He's going right for my new base. So I'm just kiting around my mutalisks. I probably should attack the main. This is the only chance I'm going to get. I could take out all these drones just for show. Wouldn't do much. I could take out the spawning pool. He might have to respawn, then I can kite back, save this. But all these mutalisks just fine this expansion. They're going to easily kill it off, and this is probably going to be a quick GG. And here comes, kills that queen. Here come my mutalisks, and these zerglings are in a little bit of a frenzy trying to find my base, even though they've already found it. They're scouting everywhere, even though they don't need to be. And he takes out my spawning pool. He's going to take out my spawning pool right here, and the game is going to be over, even without a GG. So, that is the game. He beats me in quite an easy game. Birdfood was actually watching that game, as I said in the last one. So, he takes an easy, a tough win. I kept that expansion off for so long. That expansion never got there, but his harass and my misplacement of units was the reason that I could not hold on to this game. Stay tuned for Game 3, where we'll see who takes the series in Game 3.